Football's a game of contacts and collision and unbelievable forces. There's never a down off. You never let up, you never give up, you never give in. I don't know what's going to happen in the game. I know at one point we're going to have a great play. We're going to do some awesome things. We'll get ahead. Snap to whistle. Kick off to final. Just awesome duck power.
Talking about Mike Bellotti, that in terms of the things that you want in a football coach, that you want in a leader, that you want in a teacher, he's just basically A+ across the board.
And I think Mike always has attempted to be on the positive side, and that's the characteristic, I think, of a real leader, is if you can control your own emotions, if you have self-discipline first, if you know yourself first, then you can do great things with other people because they want to emulate your example.
Mike Bellotti came to Oregon in 1989 as offensive coordinator for then head coach Rich Brooks.
Well, I thought Mike was an innovative coach. He had a lot of shifting and motion and stuff in his offense. I think he had a way of dealing with young men that suited what I thought we needed here at Oregon. It's someone who genuinely cares for the young men that they coach, as well as having the ability to coach hard, but to coach with compassion.
When I think back to I was with him 5 years as my offensive coordinator. For the most part, it was a communication. We're talking about how to be better, how can we move the football, how can we win football games. I think that's one of the aspects of Coach Bellotti that I appreciate the most, is that our dialogue, our relationship was how to be better, how to move the football, how to win football games.
The first day, we tried to figure out what we were going to call things, terminology-wise. And I was going to change what I had run in the past, and we're going to change what Oregon had run in the past. Now, Rich Brooks didn't know that. We didn't tell him that. He was the head coach. I was just the offensive coordinator. But it was also getting everybody's respect, and I thought we had a really loaded team, and it ended up that we really did have a very good football team.
Mike went from coaching a team, being the offensive coach of a team that was more successful than not, to one that was expected to be successful all the time.
Mike Bellotti is the winningest head football coach of all time at Oregon. He led the school to 12 bowl appearances in his 14 years at the helm and tallied 8 or more wins in a single season 9 times.
Mike Bellotti, from the earliest time, was very, very intense, that he was never going to accept defeat. And I think that marked every single game that he coached.
Here it comes, and there it goes!
I think the passion of the baton from Rich Brooks, who did an outstanding job going to the Rose Bowl in '94 and then passing the baton over to Mike Bellotti, to Chip Kelly, and now to Mark Helfrich. It's just been a smooth transition.
We want to have the best facilities, the best opportunity to reach their potential, and to make the students feel comfortable when they come to campus.
I think every one of those organizations, like the Oregon Club of Portland or Eugene, goes a long way, because all those funds help us become a better program and help the guy that doesn't have the money have a chance.
Without the help, it would be impossible for us to compete and to be able to provide our student athletes with their needs.
University of Oregon is powerful and successful because of the staff continuity, and there's a feeling of brotherhood and camaraderie that has made this team and these universities special.
We recruit nationwide. I go to Florida, I walk into a high school and kids are throwing up the O. Oregon is the school. Oregon is the place to be.
In 2001, Mike Bellotti coached the Ducks to their first ever 11-win season as Oregon crushed Colorado 38-16 in the Fiesta Bowl.
That was huge, and he ended up second in the nation, which was basically unheard of for Oregon football at that time. And the defensive game plan by Coach Aliotti, the offensive game plan was outstanding.
I think what the Fiesta Bowl meant to the program really wasn't realized for a few years. That was a big contributing factor to the next step that the program took in terms of recruits coming, in terms of visibility, in terms of expansion of the stadium, in terms of all the things that come along with it. But we didn't realize that in the moment. It was just a big game. And I think Coach Bellotti did a good job of emphasizing that.
You got to look back on those 14 years, as saying that they were an unqualified success. And again, that when he took over the program, the idea in 14 years he'd win 116 games. Nobody dared dream that big.
The guys out there going to battle. When you get your chance, on the field, on the sideline, in the huddle, do something about it. Like it is your last game, your last play.